I'm not a time change person. I do not like dark. Like that. Sundown.
In the morning.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
It is brighter. That's, I don't mind that, but when is it, like, you start seeing the sunset at 4 o'clock, and I'm like, oh.
Well, some years ago, when we lived in Parkersburg, here. Then I was the daylight time. Strawberry Point was on its own. So when we just drive this far.
Just that little bit of time, it was an hour difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
An hour difference, so they had, like, if we were gonna have lunch, or they were coming to have lunch with us.
You had to
analyze the time.
Michelle, were your trick-or-treat numbers about normal, or do you think we're low?
Probably a little bit more.
Really?
Usually at about 120.
Yeah?
And I was up to like 150.
A little more than that?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I had almost 160.
yeah,
they know where to go. They know where to go. Yeah, they know where to go.
Yeah. Agenda together so I know what parts.
Thumb through it, yeah.
Yes, whereas you guys have been on longer, you know. But it's all in order.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and I know the pages. So.
That's right, this meeting's pretty paper heavy with some of those applications.
All right, at 6 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank everybody for coming tonight. We'll have a few roll calls. Deb?
Here.
Michelle? Here. Larry?
Here.
Megan? Here. Sarah? Here. Motion to approve the agenda as presented or amended?
So moved. Second.
Motion and second to approve the agenda as presented. Any other questions? If not, we'll go to vote. Deb?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Megan? Yes. Sarah?
Yes.
All right, on the consent agenda.
So moved to approve the consent agenda.
Second. Motion and second to approve the consent agenda. Any other questions? If not, we'll go to vote. Michelle?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Megan? Yes. Sarah?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
All right, updates and presentations of the city administrator.
Thank you. First of all, we were hoping that you would be able to walk through the doors today, and they were supposed to install them yesterday.
called Decor Glass, and unfortunately the doors that they thought were ours were from another customer. They're anticipating this week or early next week to install the doors. So, and I gave them plenty of dicey language about I was walking to work today and I was really expecting to go in the front door and that didn't happen. So anyway, that'll be done soon. Next, there is a City Code 47-10 that deals with feces from animals, non-human. And so people have been complaining about the various loads of horse poop throughout town. So we are just going to start enforcing that a little bit more aggressively. And we went out and the police had a chat with the Amish people that moved in north of town to just let them know if their horse is leaving some gifts behind that they need to pick them up within 3 hours, which is the city code. So we should see that improve. Next, Halloween was a huge success. It was really a vibrant day, beautiful weather, lots of kids. Seemed like it was the first one that I got to see that was live and not just pictures, and I was just blown away by the vibrancy and how many people showed up, and I thought it was really good. So good job to the Chamber of Commerce for organizing all that and everybody who participated. Next, we have a Veterans Day Parade for Saturday the 15th at 10 o'clock a.m. A request came in today, too late to put it on the agenda. It's a request that I feel comfortable that I have the authority to just approve, but I wanted to see if there was any objection to it. It was asked that we could use 2 city vehicles because it's going to be cold, to sort of drive some of the veterans throughout town. So I said that I would check and make sure that there weren't any objections. They would be driven by city employees who are already on the insurance, so there's no issue there. But I just wanted to make sure that nobody had an objection before I gave the go-ahead for that. So I see a lot of nodding heads yes, so I'll take that as a consensus.
Good.
Next, there'll be a claim in the next meeting for about $5,000, and that is to do tree trimming behind K&A. All the trees back there are starting to get up into the power lines, and we need to have those trimmed. So we're going to have that work done first before it gets super cold, and then you'll see the invoice for it. It's $2,500 a day. They're going to be out there for 2 days trimming trees. So, and then finally, I think the minutes from the first meeting in October didn't make it into the newspaper, so we'll resubmit those this week with the minutes from this one as well. So you might see a double set of minutes in the newspaper next week. That's all I have for updates, unless there's any questions.
Questions? All right, thank you.
Super, thank you.
Move on to new business number 10, motion to set a public hearing for ordinance 2503, updating the city code for November 19th, 2025 at 6 p.m. at City Hall.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion and second.
Great, so this is the big city code book that we've been talking about. You're going to get a summary, probably tomorrow, maybe Friday the latest, list of all of the updates that are being proposed. And then as we put those into the book, we'll have a new coding mechanism that will keep track of the year and ordinance that updated the book, so that for posterity 20, 30, 40 years from now, when people are wondering, like, why haven't we updated our laws in 20 years, they'll know exactly when each law was done. So we'll start to do that now, and then over time it'll just clean up and it'll just look a lot nicer and be a little better. So that's that. Expect that summary, and then there's probably going to be a couple of we'll have to do one public hearing. We'll probably have a second, maybe even a third reading, because it's an extensive document and there's a lot of opinions. So we're just going to take our time with it, get everybody's input, and do it the right way.
So you don't have an expected date where you want these to go into?
No, there's no need to get it on a calendar, cycle or anything like that. It's mostly just updating fine amounts, clarifying some language. There's some language that's in there that's no longer congruent with like the state laws. So it's just a lot of cleanup work, and there's no urgency. It's just we need to get it done, and it's been, it's been being worked on, and it'd just be nice to get it done sooner rather than later, but no absolute rush on it.
Been trying to do that for quite a while, and before you got here, it was just pretty much impossible to try to get that done.
I've been in the back working on it for 3 weeks, just redlining the old book and trying to get the formatting right for keeping track. These things they're hard to keep track in Microsoft Word. There's usually software that municipalities use, but it's also very expensive, and for a 200 to 300 page booklet, it's not really worth it, so we're just doing it the old way, and it's just hard and time consuming, but we'll get it done.
I thought you were back there hiding.
The what?
I thought you were back there hiding.
From you,
All right, any other questions? No, we'll go to vote. Larry?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Number 11, motion to approve annual membership with Clayton County Development Group.
Make motion.
Second.
All right, motion and a second.
All right, so this is our annual membership with Clayton County Development Group. There's a letter in here that talks about what they do for our, for our membership. It seems really worth it. There's a lot of grants that we're looking at that they're working on in conjunction with other organizations, and I couldn't tell if this was an annual thing going back a long time, or if this has been an on and off sort of relationship, but I thought that the $25.75 was very reasonable, and suggest that we keep it current.
Is that what it was last year?
Do you know if that's what it was last year?
I think so.
It's roughly, if it's not exactly the same, it would be really close.
And they do a nice job promoting all the communities in the county. They really do.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions? Now, we'll go to vote. Megan?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Number 12, motion to receive IBRS compliance review.
Make motion.
So moved.
Second. All right, motion and second?
Great. So this, I just wanted to officially receive this, and I also wanted to give Jesse a big compliment. We had a IPERS compliance review, and they were really, really positive about how the books are kept and how Jesse's been managing this. So wanted to get it into the public record, recognize Jesse for the hard work and the detailed work that would drive me absolutely bananas, that she somehow knows exactly how to do perfectly, and just say thank you for that and get it into the public record.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, the town was good in you.
All right, any other questions? No, we'll go to vote. Sarah?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
All right, number 13, resolution 2557, authorizing payment for G-Works annual cost for amount of $33,000.
So moved.
Second.
All right, motion and second.
Great, thank you. So G-Works is our government accounting and management software. This will probably be the last year that we're using them. You've heard me complain about them a lot. The alternative that we've been presented tend to like a little bit better. The problem is that it takes about a year to transition everything, and I'm trying to get better terms so that we don't have to pay 2 systems for 1 year. And the other company is flexible. They've been giving us a little better. I feel like there's a little bit more meat on the bone that I can go after, so we're still in negotiations, but at some point in the next few months, you might see me ask for a budget amendment to bring on that new system and start the transition. But for now, we definitely need this for at least the next year, unfortunately.
What's the new system called?
I don't recall off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up. I don't recall off the top of my head.
And are we in any kind of contract with G-Works, or are we just still a year-to-year?
It's year-to-year.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they would like us to be longer term, but
Sure.
it's just becoming more and more frustrating to deal with the accounting, and now we're having couple of solar properties,
Mhm.
like G-Works can't do the dual metering the same way that this other operation can. And while I don't think that we'll have, 50 or 60 properties on solar anytime soon, it's, if we get to 10, it's going to be a real hassle to keep track of everything.
Mhm.
So I want to start transitioning it as soon as possible.
Okay.
And unless there was some miracle and they updated their system substantially, but, we'll monitor that and see how it goes.
So are there other cities around that are using what you're looking
Yes.
into?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know the names of the cities off the top of my head, but I do have a file on them, and I've talked to some other people who are using it. And then when we were presented it, we saw some other municipalities that were using it, and municipalities that switched from G-Works,
So it took them a
specifically.
while then too?
It's mostly, like, we would be able to start using it immediately. It would take the new company time to backdate all of the old data that's in the system. So using it would be pretty quick turnaround. Having a system where we can search 5 years into the past, that's the thing that takes a long
To get
time.
the old files brought up to their
Yeah,
And
system?
bottom line cost comparable.
it's less.
Oh.
Yeah, considerably, I believe. I think.
And then they'll be here for the training and everything?
Oh, yeah, we would have full training, we've had several interactions with them, they've been very responsive. And G-Works is responsive, it just sometimes it takes a while.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But, it seems like a better, just seems like a better system, so. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, like, this is the one that we have to cross. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions regarding the G-Works? Now we'll go to vote. Deb?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Megan? Yes. Sarah?
Yes.
All right, number 14, resolution 2558, appointing representative and alternate representative to the Clayton County E911 Service Board.
Second.
All right, motion and second.
Thank you. So each year we do this, it's a pro forma measure, just for, understanding the systems better. I called them, asked, how it was going, asked, about our participation. They were really happy to report that the participation, we've had 100% attendance. Thank you, Chief. It's Chief that goes to these things. We've had the Chief and Tim Backus as the alternative representative. I asked if they had a preference, and they said they like status quo, and so I wrote the names in here, but it's up to you to appoint who the board or who the council wants, but, and we can always change this if need be, but I just kind of wrote the names in there as I was talking to them, so.
You can't get better than 100%, can you?
I don't know, can you get some extra attendance?
I was just going to question why we don't have anybody from the police department that's on it.
That was a question I asked them, and of all the municipalities that go in, there's only one municipality that has police representation, and they said that it is primarily fire, and that it seems to work better that way. She didn't want to sway us one way or another, but she was just being upfront and honest, and I guess the one municipality that has a representation from the police doesn't have a reliable fire department to show up, so that was their feeling on the matter, and that was the end of my discussion with her. It was quick, 10 minutes.
And with everything going on with the 911 stuff, Dean's been really good about bringing everything back and talking to us about the transition radio system and stuff, so.
Oh, that's good, because we don't know that. I mean, that hasn't been shared with us.
Yeah, it's a big radio project, we can talk about it for probably hours, as much work as we do.
Yeah, but please don't,
But, he made sure, like, we got our radios in the squad cars and portables, and,
Yeah.
no, it's been pretty simple.
Fire ambulances, they're gonna start December 1st.
Fire and ambulance, you said?
It takes that whole week.
Okay.
So those new radios that were purchased, that you,
This is what the county.
The county
the county was, okay.
$8.3 million.
Oh, wow, okay.
We hadn't noticed your taxes went up. That's what's paying.
All right, any other questions?
Nope.
Now we'll go to vote. Michelle?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Alright. Number 15, motion to approve use of the fire station for soup supper on November 30th, 2025.
So move.
Second.
Motion and second.
Great, so you all have the flyers for the soup supper. The fire department is asking permission to use the station for the soup supper. And it's so low on the agenda, it just happened that was the timing, but that is the ask.
Any questions? Now we'll go to vote. Larry?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Alright, number 16, resolution 2559, approving a planned maintenance agreement with Cummins.
So moved for the planned maintenance.
Alright, motion and second.
Great, Alan is here to go over what this contract is for.
That is the engine, it's for the engines on the generators out of the gen plant. It's not the generators, it's not the switchgear, it's the engines themselves. And they do all the scheduled maintenance, change oil, they do oil testing a couple times a year, and coolant testing. They send samples in and get them tested. They change the batteries on I'm not sure how many, every 3 years maybe or something like that. So they've got it all scheduled out. They'll just call me and say, okay, we're ready for doing this, and then they show up and do it. So they've been really good to work with.
Do they fix anything if they find anything wrong while they're doing their inspections, or how does that work?
Yes, they can somewhat. It's a little bit of a like when we had the turbochargers blow up, because these are Caterpillar engines, they're not Cummins engines. But when we had major damage, we hired Caterpillar to do the repairs. But this is more of a maintenance type thing. But they will fix minor things. As they see them.
And this is for 3 years, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Down here, it's got the dates of the last
Yep.
time that they were completed.
We actually went to them years ago because we thought the Caterpillar was too high at that point. We switched to Cummins.
Yep.
I don't know where they compare now. I mean,
Sure.
I'm cat getting quotes, but
As long as you're happy with these
we've been
guys.
satisfied with
Yeah.
them. They do really well, so I guess Caterpillar isn't known for being cheap, so.
Yeah.
So-
And weren't you getting better service once you switched to Cummins and what was going on with
Yeah.
Caterpillar?
So,
Yeah, I remember there
I
were.
think they are.
but whenever we have any work done on the switchgear, we still have to have
Yeah.
Caterpillar.
Sure, because
on the generators themselves.
Right.
It's still a Caterpillar, so we have a couple different entities that have to keep it on.
Any other questions? Now we'll go to vote. Megan?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Thanks, Alan. Number 17, motion to approve work for Verizon to replace old equipment on the city water tower.
Motion?
Second?
Motion and second.
Great, so Verizon was, you probably remember a couple of months ago, there was a proposal here to update some work, and so they've modified that plan a little bit, and, made them go through the same hoops and, do a full set of drawings, exactly what's going on, so you can see a really detailed display of what they plan on doing. They're not doing any structural work at all, like everything that is going up there is very easily replaced, and they've also been told that they're fully responsible for any paint replacement that needs to be touched up, if there's any scratches anywhere. So they've asked for the paint swatch so that we can get the color exactly right, and they're fully aware of their responsibility if something needs repainting.
And we have other companies that have equipment up there too, right?
There's what?
We have other companies.
There's other
that-
companies, yeah.
So-
This is strictly the Verizon stuff.
So,
But they'll be responsible for anything.
Yes.
so are they moving antennas, putting new antennas up?
They're putting new antennas where the old ones were. Yeah.
I'm assuming
Rules might interfere with our frequencies.
Well, let's make sure that, like, on the day when they're supposed to start this week, if it gets approved, so when they're doing that, let's make sure that there's no interference while they're here. You know what I mean? Once they put it up, so we'll just coordinate, you and I, and just make sure that there's no problems.
Any other questions? Not, we'll go to vote. Sarah?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Number 18, Resolution 2563, approving the purchase of lighted holiday decorations.
So moved for 2563.
Second.
Motion second.
Great, so as we've discussed and had in the, capital improvement talks, the holiday lighting that we have is broken, hard to fix. A lot of the lights are out. It just looks really sad. So this proposal is for 18 pretty sizable hanging lighted decorations that would go on the poles. And some of them are like 4 feet tall, some of them are a little bit taller. And it's all in. It's about, with shipping and everything, it's $8,348.87. And they have a 5-year warranty on them, so if there's any problems or breakage or lights going out or whatever in 5 years, they'll replace them. So I thought that was pretty good deal for something that sits out in the worst weather that we have.
And you did say these are all LED.
These are all LED, yeah, and so they should be.
What was budgeted?
It's a great question. I don't know. I think
it was 83, was it?
Might be a little bit more.
Okay.
It would have been between 5 and 10. I can double check. I'd have to do a little digging.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't. Do you recall off the top of your head what we? Pretty sure it was between 5 and 10,000, but I'm not 100% without looking it up.
There'll be the 2 designs that were.
Yeah, the 2 that are in the packet. There's
The Christmas tree and the candy cane?
Yeah, the Christmas tree and the candy cane.
I'm assuming the candy cane line stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has lights that twist up it. Yeah.
And did we just check one company or?
No, we looked around. These are very expensive things. Like these are, and nobody's more critical than I am of stuff that's like really expensive like this.
Mm-hmm.
So no, we did look around. This company is very credible. Their stuff is heavy duty. It lasts. I've looked at pictures of other municipalities that use them. They look nice. Other display companies were, priced around the same. But this is the one that Eric has had a good relationship with them. I've talked to them, and they just seem to have risen to the top of the competition for us. So
then when we take them down, where do we store them? Like, what's the plan for that?
That is a great, we'll probably store them the same place we store the current ones, which is, I have no idea.
It's in the shop.
Yeah, somewhere in the old shop.
There's a small garage next to this old light plant.
Okay.
It has switchgear in it. The door.
I just didn't know with warranty if it mattered if you had,
We'll definitely make sure that they are stored in a place that is congruent with any specifications that they have.
I'm sure Eric and Garrett are very conscious. They're the ones that have to take care of them.
Yeah, we'll make sure that they're safe.
Yeah.
And we appreciate the city historian letting me know where the stuff is kept.
That's your own life.
The guy that came with the city.
And it looks like, they should be here yet this season.
They will be here in time
Yep.
for, we should get them around Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So,
Any other questions?
so we just don't, I just don't want to blow our, we're sure that this was within our budget. I just don't want to.
We have enough in reserves that if it's a couple of $1,000s more than we budgeted for, it won't affect anything. It'll be fine.
That Munters
Yeah.
Trust that donates every year for Christmas lights.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been touched.
Yeah, and it hasn't been touched.
But it was still only like $2,500.
If you want, I can go dig
I
up
just,
the,
I mean,
At the worst case scenario, this is going a couple of $1,000s over what we budgeted for, and we've already saved that on other things that have come in for less, so, yeah, it didn't raise any, big red flags for me financially.
And you're a penny pincher, so I'm.
I'm the most fiscally conservative.
All, like the mounting and brackets and everything.
Everything, it's all.
They'll come mount it for that.
They're what?
I said,
No, they're not gonna mount it, we're
That
gonna
would
mount
be
it,
nice, though.
but it comes with everything that
Okay.
we need.
Sure, we have
Yeah.
everything. Any other questions? Now, we'll go to vote. Deb?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Megan? Yes. Sarah?
Yes.
All right. And other business?
No other business from us?
Yes.
I'd just like to make a comment. I did well at the polls yesterday. I just want you to know that. I want to thank the voters for electing me last March. It's been very interesting, a learning experience, and I have enjoyed the people I have met, all of you, and the citizens that I've talked to, and everyone else. And so consequently, I'm really quite happy to have done that. And I know the people who work here make our life here worth living. And that, I think, is so important. We do face other challenges, and those are considerable, I think, as we try to move forward in the world that we happen to be living in right now. So it is going to be challenging. And I want to congratulate, too, Roger Reed and Doug Schmidt. They are long-standing members of this community. They have experience, and I think they can accept the challenges and work with them and work with you and the citizens and city staff to make Strawberry Point a better place to live. So, and I'm just happy to have had the 10 months, I guess it will be, to be on the council, because it's been most interesting for me. So thank you very much, all of you, for giving me this opportunity as a resident to serve on the community.
Thank you.
council. Thank you very much.
Now, don't forget the last 3 meetings.
Yeah, you're still not done.
You're still on the hook for 3 more meetings.
I want to thank the people that ran. It was nice to have more people running and having a choice. Even though I have 26 friends.
Wait, you didn't vote for yourself?
You gotta be friends with yourself.
I know, that is a good point. That's a good point.
And I want to thank Jason for growing the large pumpkin that I get to watch in my backyard all summer long.
Yeah.
And everything that he has to go through. Unless you've been there to see it, you have no idea. You just get to see when he gets it raised up out here.
Yeah.
But it is a big draw, and it's really good to see that happens. And I think each year there's been more people that have come for that, both children and adults. They get pretty excited for the whole thing. Thank you for the police department and the ambulance and anybody else that was
Fire.
out that day.
Roger Maker gets way up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. For real.
Yeah.
And the wind was like, it was like.
The wind was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But, thank you for all of
Yeah,
it.
it's a great event. Really
And
great.
the employees.
Yeah.
The chambers were putting it on.
Yeah, Chamber
Yeah.
putting it on, did a great job, very well organized. Yeah. Next year, Jason's gonna have some competition next summer.
Oh.
I'm throwing one of
You
those.
grabbed some seeds, did you?
I got to see my secret source of seeds coming from, no, it'll be good.
The seeds are not from that pumpkin.
I know.
I know you are.
We're on the record.
Take them all out.
Yes, he does. That is true.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going for any sucker seats. I'm getting a real deal.
All right, anything else?
No, motion to adjourn?
Second. Okay.
Thank you, everybody.